Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Allison Fergit. We start tonight with breaking news out of Texas. First responders continue to search for those who remain missing following deadly 4th of July floods. This comes as the president has announced he plans to visit Texas this week. CBS News' Karen Hua has more.
For first responders in Kerr County, Texas, it's been a harrowing weekend of searching and rescuing in the wake of early morning 4th of July floods.
We will continue to search our search efforts until everybody is found.
Officials say the death toll throughout the state has climbed to at least 79. Multiple campers from Camp Mystic, the girls' summer camp in Kerr County, remain among the missing.
I had the opportunity yesterday to visit Camp Mystic and get to see firsthand what happened there, as well as all the way downstream after that. And it was nothing short of horrific to see what those young children went through.
Officials evaded questions from reporters Sunday as to how soon residents were made aware by local agencies of flooding conditions.
We don't want to speculate. At this time, we know there's a lot of speculation and question around it. Again, there's going to be a full review, of this so we can make sure that we focus on future preparedness.
President Trump dismissed on Sunday a question about recent cuts at the National Weather Service.
Are you investigating whether some of the cuts to the federal government left key vacancies at the National Weather Service or in the emergency coordination?
No, they did not.
They did. I'll tell you, if you look at that what a situation that all is, and that was really the Biden setup. That was not our setup, but I wouldn't blame Biden for it either. I would just say this is a 100-year catastrophe, and it's just so horrible to watch.
The president also said Sunday that he plans to visit Texas this week, likely on Friday. Karen Hua, CBS News, Kerrville, Texas.
And as mentioned there, President Donald Trump said he expects to visit Texas later this week after that catastrophic flooding caused extensive death and destruction, telling reporters he will most likely visit the area on Friday. Well, for us here in the Midwest, we've seen our fair share of rain this summer, but luckily nothing like we're seeing out in Texas right now. And it looks like for the next few days, mostly dry for us, Nicole.
Yeah, we do have a nice dry break ahead of us, and it's going to feel very much like July out there with our temperatures staying near normal for almost every day ahead. And it's going to be, for the most part, on the drier side. However, we do have some rain out there, but that's not really going to come tonight. It's very quiet as we go throughout the nighttime period. A couple clouds still lingering, but that front that brought those showers last night has since moved way out of the area, and we're left with very quiet conditions moving on into most of the day tomorrow as well. Here's a look at our highs from today. Very mild as far as July temperatures go. Just a few degrees above average of 85 in La Crosse, hit a high of 87. Eau Claire at 84. So a nice July day out there to finish the weekend out. Tonight, as we go into our lows, going to stay just a tad bit cooler than we have been, staying out of those 70s now for our lows. Most of the area back into the mid and lower 60s when you're waking up in the morning. Here's a look at what your morning's going to look like as you head out the door in La Crosse. We'll have a couple clouds out there, maybe some patchy fog going throughout the early morning hours because it has been somewhat humid throughout the weekend in the area. Eau Claire is seeing temperatures staying in the low 60s throughout the morning hours, but still warming pretty quickly, getting back into the low 80s as we head into the afternoon, and some calm winds. So overall, a pretty pleasant day to start the week off. There could maybe be a couple showers coming a little bit later on, but I'll break it all down in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Nicole. Well, the River City Rhapsody wowed the crowd today at Roger Herring Stadium in La Crosse. Doors opened at 5:30 this evening, welcoming fans to a night full of exciting performances from some of the best marching groups in the world. As part of the group's big global tour, this event showed off top drum corps talent and gave everyone a show to remember.
These kids work so hard. They put in so much work, and all they want to do is perform. That's so rewarding.
I recommend it for anyone. So get out there and see these kids whenever you can.
The River City Rhapsody is currently traveling around the country on tour. Now they are marching off to Tennessee, where they will be performing tomorrow. Well, Riverfest 2025's 4-day celebration of music, food, and family wrapped up last night. Saturday featured a car show, cornhole tournament, and plenty of family entertainment. The festival closed with performances by Sunshine Drive and Boogie and the Yo-Yos. Volunteers are now restoring the park after a busy weekend.
We have lots of volunteers down here. They've been here since about 6, 7 o'clock this morning helping us. Setup takes a lot longer, but tearing it down is quick and easy.
This was the city's 42nd Riverfest after originally starting in 1983. Former Cooley Region lacrosse players picked up the sticks again today. The Lacrosse Lightning alumni, fittingly named the Thunder, took on the current Lightning lacrosse high school team in a heated match. Head coach Joshua Vanderberg says today's game is all about growing the sport and strengthening the lacrosse community.
Everything that we're doing right now is about trying to grow the sport. This is one of those great events to do that, where we can get alumni co-mingling with some of the players who are currently playing and will be playing in the next years.
This was the second alumni game. Last year, the Thunder took down the current team by 2 goals, and they were able to defend their title this year, beating the high schoolers 5-4. The 122nd St. Charles Homecoming Picnic took place this afternoon in Genoa. From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., families and friends gathered for the annual celebration, which aims to bring together parishioners and community members. The event was free to attend and included raffles, bingo, and kids' games.
I think it's just a friendly, caring community, and everybody just wants it to keep going. Everybody helps a little bit and gets a big job done.
The homecoming also offered chicken Q meals with a special connection to the area's historic Italian immigrants. The meal included homemade risotto recipe that has been passed down through many generations. Well, it's an old game taking a new foothold in the U.S. News 8 Now's chief photographer Chuck Oatsma takes us to Eau Claire for a look at Cube in today's eyepiece.
Cube's an old Nordic game. You have these wooden blocks, those are the cubes. What you have to do is you have these wooden batons and you try to knock over those blocks with the batons. The king is in the middle. He's kind of like the 8 ball, so if you knock him over during the game, you lose. You have to wait till you've cleared all the cubes on your opponent's field.
It's a pretty interesting game with the way the blocks go, and then obviously having those batons as well. So it's interesting, but it's a good time for sure being out here and seeing how the game works.
Yep. All the people, like the atmosphere, like this sport is just so welcoming and inviting, and it's just everybody's just friends with each other, and it's really fun.
It's just kind of crazy that like a lawn game can bring so many people to one place. But I mean, it's a lot of fun. Like once you get playing it, like it's kind of addicting.
Ask everybody that's coming up right now. Ask John right here in the blue tank top. It's just a yard game. See what he says. It's more than that. It's literally here in Eau Claire. I'm just being honest with you. Like it's what we do. Like it's kind of a way of life. Like there's something special about this game. The saying is, it takes you like 10 minutes to learn and like a lifetime to enjoy.
Well, if you want to learn more about Cube, the U.S. National Championship is in Eau Claire, July 11th through the 13th. Still to come, why Israel's prime minister is visiting the White House and a fast approaching deadline for countries to make new tariff agreements with the U.S. when we come back.
So dandy, pop in to Valley Fudge and Candy.
Whether you're chasing early morning trout or trolling for walleye at dusk, Fleet Farm's got the fishing gear you need at the best prices guaranteed. Like Zebco's Rome Blue Spincast Reel, on sale for $29.99. The Okeechobee Fats Soft Side Gear Bag is now only $19.99. And Reef Runner's Flash Shad Lipless Crankbaits are just 2 for $17. Turn bites into bragging rights with the right gear from Fleet Farm. And check out all our weekly deals at fleetfarm.com.
Furnish your home with the Forest at Black River Furniture Outlet, Wisconsin's best priced furniture store. Browse cozy Amish rockers, customizable easy sofas made in Wisconsin, and stunning handmade dining sets in hickory, walnut, aspen, and barnwood. Shop pantries, counter bars, gun cabinets, and more. Style your space this season with our cabin rug collection. Multiple sizes available. Swing by the bed shed for rustic bedroom sets, bunk beds, and Amish-made office furniture. Family and veteran owned. Visit Black River Furniture Outlet this summer.
I never knew fudge could be so dandy. Pop in to Valley Fudge and Candy.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will be at the White House Monday. President Trump plans to talk with Netanyahu about ending the war in Gaza. Trump says that he will be, quote, very firm with him in discussions. The president has made clear he wants to see the war in Gaza conclude and the hostages held by Hamas released. Trump has said they will also discuss last month's U.S. strikes on Iran. At least 8 people were hurt after a shooter opened fire at a Philadelphia nightclub earlier today. 5 men and 3 women are in stable condition and are expected to survive. Authorities say the shooting happened after an argument outside the club that initially involved knives. Police said one of the security guards on duty admitted to firing a gun. Investigators are looking at surveillance video to find out how many shooters were involved. The deadline is fast approaching for countries to make new tariff agreements with the U.S. or face a higher rate. CBS's Willie James Inman has the latest.
This weekend, President Trump is celebrating the first major piece of legislation for his second term.
It's really promises made, promises kept, and we've kept them. This is a triumph of democracy on the birthday of democracy.
The Friday signing ceremony was part of a 4th of July event at the White House, complete with a military jet flyover. The new law includes several campaign promises, such as no taxes on tips, an extension of the 2017 Trump tax cuts, and more funding for the military and border security. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act will also permanently raise the child tax credit to $2,200 and increase the state and local tax deduction to $40,000 for 5 years. Democrats have blasted the legislation for making cuts to food stamps and Medicaid. And now, as the White House turns to trade, they're also taking aim at the president's tariff policies.
The Trump administration, these across-the-board tariffs are going to hit Americans hard.
The president set a July 9th deadline for dozens of nations to make a deal with the U.S. or risk higher tariffs. Now the president says multiple nations could receive notice of new tariff rates early next week, which would go into effect in August.
I did. I signed some letters, and they'll go out on Monday, probably 12.
The upcoming deadline leaves little time to negotiate.
You can't sit down with 200 countries. I think the letters are better.
So far, the UK, China, and Vietnam have made significant progress in trade talks with the United States. Now, it's unclear which nations President Trump will send those letters to on Monday. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Bridgewater, New Jersey.
Exposure to pollution doesn't just damage your lungs, but your heart too. A study published by the Radiological Society of North America found people exposed to air pollution over a long period of time had scarring of their heart tissue, which is an early warning sign of heart failure. Common sources of pollution include vehicle exhaust, industrial emissions, and wildfire smoke. Eating inflammatory foods while pregnant could raise the risk that a child will develop diabetes. A study published by the British Medical Journal looked at expectant mothers who ate inflammatory foods like red and processed meat, sugary drinks, and deep-fried foods. They found that a diet heavy in these foods can raise the risk of a child developing type 1 diabetes by as much as 16%. Well, we'll have more news ahead, but first.
We have a very summer-like week ahead of us. It's finally going to start to feel a little bit like July out there. I'll have a full look at it coming up right after the break.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Enjoy Monday's 3-2-1 special. $3 off pizza, $2 off pasta, and $1 off our mouth-watering burgers. Plus $6 house margaritas. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Starting now, celebrate quality and comfort with the Made in America sale at Wesco Home. Shop trusted American brands like Smith Brothers, Lazy Boy, England, Best, Door County, and Superior Furniture, all at unbeatable prices. Right now, save on all in-stock pieces made with quality you can feel. Don't see the perfect item in stock? Save up to 30% on custom orders. Built to last, made to order, crafted with pride in the USA. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get employee pricing plus for a limited time only. Get your favorite Jeep, Ram, Dodge, or Chrysler during the Employee Pricing Plus sales event. Employee pricing for all means anyone can get exclusive employee pricing on these new vehicles. This opportunity won't last long, so stop into Pischke Motors now. This offer ends July 31st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin is so ready for summer. Right on the Mississippi River, a perfect spot for fishing and fun. Surrounded by scenic bluffs and some of the best hiking and camping around, there's so much to explore. You can experience Prairie du Chien's fascinating history and unwind with live music events that feature the vibe you're looking for. Book your place to stay and discover more at prairieduchien.org.
It's rodeo time in Holmen. Join us this Labor Day weekend at the Cooley Region Riders Club for our 30th annual rodeo. But that's not all. Sunday night, the arena turns into a concert stage featuring country star Easton Corbin with Wisconsin's own Chris Cruzy. From The Voice, purchase your pre-sale tickets to the entire weekend for just $40 at HolmenRodeo.com. This is the premier rodeo experience of the whole Midwest. 2 days, one unforgettable weekend. It's rodeo time. Don't miss it.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Enjoy Monday's 3-2-1 special. $3 off pizza, $2 off pasta, and $1 off our mouth-watering burgers. Plus $6 house margaritas. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Well, we have a very nice looking start to the week as we go into our Monday forecast, maybe dealing with some patchy fog out there throughout the early morning hours, possibly just south of I-90. You can see it here a little bit, but really not looking at a whole lot of headaches as you go into your first morning commute after the holiday weekend. Could see a couple pop-up showers, mainly near and south of I-90, but as you can see, very small. Most of us are really looking to stay dry as we go throughout the entire day tomorrow, and it's going to be mostly sunny. We will have some clouds moving in a little bit later in the day, but that sunshine will still be able to poke through, and we'll be seeing high temperatures getting back to normal. As we go into the overnight period, then our attention is going to shift off to the west. We still have a decaying system moving out of the Dakotas. It is going to be weakening though as it gets into our area. You can see a lot of it could really start to dissipate once it gets closer to the Mississippi River Valley, although it does look like it'll come back and at least give a couple showers as we go throughout the very early morning hours of Tuesday, possibly maybe a little bit more so into the Monday night period. Otherwise, really most of us are going to miss out of these by the time you wake up in the morning Tuesday. A lot of that activity should be already all the way over into central Wisconsin by around 7 to 8 in the morning, and then after that, Tuesday is looking mostly dry as well. After that, Wednesday and Thursday are looking mostly dry to go right along with it. Really, our next rain chance is going to be that small amount of rain that makes its way into our area Monday night, but then as we go over into Thursday night and Friday, that's when we see our next rain chance. So really, until the end of the week, it's looking like we'll stay for the most part pretty dry. Really can't rule out any pop-up showers and thunderstorms because that's pretty typical for this time of year, but the main line of thunder really holding off until we get into Friday, and that's where we're going to get most of the rainfall this week. This is showing our rain totals all the way through Friday, and a lot of it we can expect to fall exactly on Friday. Some of it will be coming with those lighter showers coming in on Tuesday morning, but really a lot of it is holding off until the later portions of the week. You can expect around an inch, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less for most of the area. So overall, a somewhat drier than normal week ahead of us as far as July goes. What is going to be right on trend for normal, though, is going to be our temperatures. Here's that average line, this white line right here showing our average high of 85. We're going to be right on that almost every single day, maybe a couple degrees above or below that, but for the most part, staying in the low and mid 80s throughout the entirety of the week. Thursday is still looking to be the warmest, but that's only going to be 1 degree above average. So a very nice, warm July-like week ahead of us. And then tonight, we're still feeling it as well. Not really as warm as we have been, at least going into the morning hours. A lot of us have been staying in the 70s for our overnight lows, but now we're finally dipping back into the 60s. 66 when you wake up for your low in La Crosse, 62 in Eau Claire, maybe some patchy morning fog again, but really not looking at anything too impactful. And then going into Monday's highs, you guessed it, just on par for normal temperatures. 85 for La Crosse, 82 in Eau Claire. Low rain chances again just south of I-90, maybe a very brief pop-up shower, but overall everybody should be remaining dry apart from a couple clouds passing through. Mostly sunny day ahead of us as well. The rest of the week is going to almost be an exact copy of the day before it and the day after it. Just some morning showers, possibly holding on as we go into Tuesday morning, but then every other day is going to be looking very much like a nice July day, maybe a couple more clouds moving in later into the week, and then those thunderstorm chances on Friday. But other than that, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, unfortunately, Friday has to be the odd man out there, but it does look like a really nice week ahead, something to definitely look forward to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thanks, Nicole. And coming up next in sports, the return of Big Woo. Brandon Woodruff makes it on the mound for Milwaukee for the first time since 2023. Kate has the highlights after the break.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now.
Up to 60% off list at the Holiday Deals Week at Slumberland Furniture. Check out our new Lazy Boy Freedom to Choose sale. 6 select recliners, just $4.99 each. An explosive deal. Get an Ashley sofa for just $3.49, our lowest price of the year. Get a luxurious corduroy sectional for just $9.99. A Sealy Queen mattress starting at just $2.99. No one sells Sealy for less. What a sale. The Holiday Deals Week at Slumberland.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Hey, Dominic here, and we always get asked, what do you have for chicken? With over 40 blends at our outlet store, we recommend these 4. Chicken, barbecue, Jamaican jerk, and good old original. Just take your chicken, brush some olive oil on it, shake on your choice of pleasing, and grill or bake thoroughly until done. From mild to a little spicy, you can make sure everyone's satisfied. And they're all low in sodium. Get these seasonings and more at the outlet store. And you can even sauce it up using barbecue seasoning and ketchup.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
All of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
We had another day of Legion baseball down in Viroqua. A little rain yesterday caused some schedule changes, but great weather today for the Pete Swanson Memorial Tournament. Let's go to the Park Bowl, a crazy one this afternoon as the Westby Bandits were facing off with the Prairie du Chien Grasshoppers. Tied up in the 3rd inning, but with a runner on, Devin Nedlin lines it out to right field. That's off the glove. A run scores. The Bandits go up 1. Still 2-1 in the 6th, but with the bases loaded, Noah Pedretti gets it through into left field. That scores 2 runs. It's part of a 4-run inning. Grasshoppers go up 3. But the Bandits would fight back. Bottom of the 7th, and Ben Rathel delivers a base hit into the outfield. That scores Nedlin. This game would go into extra innings. 8th inning, Grasshoppers would take the lead, but Westby would answer. Griffin Nelson goes to the opposite field. That scores another run. Let's play another. Top of the 9th. Runner on 3rd for Cale Koenig. He sends it high and deep to center field. Should be deep enough to score, and it is. Prairie goes in front, but Westby would answer again. Let's go to the 11th inning. Pedretti at the plate again, and he's going to single again. Another RBI. The Grasshoppers would score 3 in the top of the 11th, and that would be enough. They would get the win 10-8 in 11 innings. An important one in the MLB today. Not only were the Brewers going for another series win, but today was the return of Brandon Woodruff. The two-time All-Star hadn't pitched for the Brewers since September of 2023. So let's go to Miami. It's been 652 days since he's pitched in the MLB, but picking up right where he left off. First batter he faces, and Woody gets the strikeout. A good start for him there. But they need some offense to win a game. They're looking to give him some run support, and Jackson Chourio has just the thing. How about a two-run shot over the left field wall? Milwaukee goes up 2. Fifth inning, Woody's still pitching good, but makes a mistake here. Leaves it over the plate, and Heriberto Hernandez makes him pay. Just a solo shot. Miami still trails, and Woodruff was unfazed. Very next batter, how about another strikeout? 6 innings pitched. Just 2 hits and 8 strikeouts for Big Woo in his return. McGill would close it out. Brewers get the win 3-1 and are officially at 50 wins on the season. But no ground gained in the division because the Cubs also picking up a win 11-0 over the Cardinals. Brewers will go into the week 4 games back in the division. To the American League, Twins coming off of back-to-back walk-off wins against the Rays. Byron Buxton named an All-Star earlier today and showing why here. Second pitch of the inning and Buxton goes deep. His 20th of the season puts Minnesota in front. 8th inning, Twins trailing by 2, but in steps Harrison Bader. He's going to blast a 2-run shot down the left field line. We're all tied up. This one's going to extra innings and things would fall apart. Rays already with 1 run across, but a bunt back to the pitcher, and the throw goes wild. Another run comes in to score. Rays would score 3 in the 10th inning, and there was no crazy comeback in this one. Twins fall 7-5. A quick update from the Northwoods League. Loggers picking up a 7-6 win over the Waterloo Bucks. They've got one more game in Waterloo, then they'll be back in La Crosse on Tuesday for a doubleheader. And on the softball side of things, the Steam's 4-game win streak was snapped this evening as the Nightmares get the win 3-1. Steam will be back at home for a doubleheader on July 12th. Gold Cup final, Team USA up against Mexico. USA first to score just a few minutes in on the set piece, and Chris Richards with a perfect header finds the net. Red, white, and blue with the early lead. But Mexico would answer. 37th minute, and Raul Jimenez with a rocket into the top of the net. We're even at 1. 77th minute, Mexico with the free kick, the cross inside a net. And also some news in the NBA. The Bucks signed Ryan Rollins to a 3-year contract, so it's starting to look a lot similar to the team they had last year.
Yeah, it looks like that for sure. I mean, I will be sad that there will be no Brook Lopez, no Dame this year. Obviously, Dame with that injury, we weren't going to really have him much anyways, but very excited about Miles Turner. Big piece for the Pacers throughout their season.
They won 48 games last year, so you bring all these pieces back, you like to think they can repeat.
Exactly. And you know, when we lost to the Pacers in the playoffs, I think it was there was a lot of shock, I think, as a Bucks fan. I mean, the Pacers were the higher seed, but it was just, okay, another first-round exit. What is this going to mean for us? But the Pacers went on to the finals, so they were a really good team, and then to steal one of their best players from them, love to see it.
Also, the Minnesota Lynx, they get a win tonight. So they're now 17-2 on the season.
I need more people to be watching the WNBA because Nafisa Collier is incredible to watch. She's just electric. Yeah.
All right, we'll have more news after the break.
Red, white, and new. It's time to refresh your space for less at the King Furniture pre-4th of July savings event. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. It's the King Furniture pre-4th of July savings event going on now.
These are real people seeking solutions to real pain.
I have plantar fasciitis.
My feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports. Clinically proven. Significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm not feeling any pain. My heel, that's where I always feel it.
Pressure off your knees?
Yeah, actually. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Jolivet Family Farms homegrown goodness. Stop by today for some homegrown raspberries available in the market. Check for availability. Come see all that we have. Kohlrabi, onions, baby red potatoes, carrots, popcorn, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
We're really excited about our new hearing aids that came out. They're called Vitality. They have artificial intelligence, and people have really been hearing better in background noise with them. They're also a lot more clear.
And you can also control it with your phone. So if you want to get more technical, you can make your own adjustments on your phone.
Just set and forget, they will adapt on their own, or you do have the ability to customize it more for your personal preferences and environments as well.
So stop by the Better Hearing Center and find out more about the new Vitality.
Red, white, and new. It's time to refresh your space for less at the King Furniture Pre-4th of July Savings Event. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. It's the King Furniture Pre-4th of July Savings Event going on now.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A 90-year-old North Carolina man who loves a good thrill went skydiving for the third time. Ray Shayer made the dive in an airfield in Salisbury, North Carolina. While he's always ready for an adventure, Shayer said life is all about experiences. The 90-year-old said he has one more adventure waiting for him when he gets home. He didn't tell his wife what he was doing. Well, it's his third time going, so I think by now she's probably caught on. If he's gone for a few hours, he's out skydiving. But good for him. I don't think I would ever have the guts to do that. Well, Nicole will have a final look at our forecast right after this.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Sometimes my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis gets in my way. But thanks to Skyrizi, I'm free to bare my skin. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin. And many people were 100% plaque-free. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get employee pricing plus for a limited time only. Get your favorite Jeep, Ram, Dodge, or Chrysler during the Employee Pricing Plus sales event. Employee pricing for all means anyone can get exclusive employee pricing on these new vehicles. This opportunity won't last long, so stop into Pischke Motors now. This offer ends July 31st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Whether you're chasing early morning trout or trolling for walleye at dusk, Fleet Farm's got the fishing gear you need at the best prices guaranteed. Like Zebco's Rome Blue Spincast Reel, on sale for $29.99. The Okeechobee Fat Soft Side Gear Bag is now only $19.99. And Reef Runner's Flash Shad Lipless Crankbaits are just 2 for $17. Turn bites into bragging rights with the right gear from Fleet Farm. And check out all our weekly deals at fleetfarm.com.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Well, as you head out the door in the morning, it's not going to be too bad out there. We'll have mostly sunny skies, maybe some patchy fog lingering, but temperatures are looking pretty nice, staying in the 60s throughout the morning for once, and then warming into the mid-80s for the rest of the day. And it's almost going to be copy and paste forecast every day this week. A couple rain chances, but really staying near average every single day for the highs.
Well, I will definitely take it. This is a week I'm looking forward to.
I know.
For sure.
Love this weather. Just avoid the rain a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could ask for it to be a little drier, but I like the temps.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.